What's up, y'all boys? This is Verse back at it again. We back in the yard, you feel me? And I had a revelation earlier when I was talking to my mom on the phone, so I'm gonna just be obedient to the spirit and just come on here and tell y'all about it. Just give y'all a piece of it, because I know it can help somebody else out there. Like I said, we're all going through a seasonal change, whether that be physically, or spiritually. And I believe it's spiritual. I believe that, we're all one big organism, like I said before. And although the circumstance may not be the same, the principle is. So basically, we were talking about how my past season, right? I'm not gonna give out any names of like places and institutions or anything, because I'm not gonna give no bad rep, for nobody. But I feel as if the last season I was in, when I look back to it, right, I think about how isolated I felt, how out of place I felt, how, it just didn't feel right. I didn't feel enlightened. I felt like I was, being pushed, I felt like I was going through a real grind, and not even just, working out, but I really feel like internally I was grinding. I was journaling a lot. I was just figuring out who I was while I was in the position I was in. Kind of like when y'all hear from people who were incarcerated and, they had to, it does something to your mental, like it's a battle against yourself. And I felt like I was going through that process, right? But as I look back and reflect from then to now I'm in a position of where I do feel like I'm aligned. I do feel like I'm in the right place. I do feel like it's at the right time. I feel like I'm the person I'm supposed to be at the place I'm supposed to be. And I feel like a lot of us are in that past part, or maybe some of us may be in that present part. But no matter where you are, I just want to let you know that, like I said last video, God is putting us through something to produce something. And to further expand on that point, the thing that he's producing is necessary for the winning season, the abundant season. When you feel as if you're in scarcity, when you feel like as if you're in, it might not be poverty or anything, but in isolation, when you feel like you're in disalignment, when you feel like you're just not in the place of harmony, that's intentional. It isn't a punishment per se. It all depends on your perspective, though. You feel me? If you have the perspective that life is out to get you, I said this in the last video, and that's crazy. Like, I can see this is like a real journey. It's crazy. Even day to day, it's like a journey. But if you look at it from the eyes of, life is out to get me, life is beating me down, it will beat you down. Life will just say, indeed, I am. But if you look at life as, okay, this is necessary, this is building me, this is producing something that is necessary for my win, for the, the full circle moment, for the alignment, life will say indeed. And I honestly feel like that's what's happening for all of us right now. In my instance, that was a beautiful bird. But okay, let me just give y'all a Bible verse. Romans 8:28. It says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." So like I said, everything bad or good, it works for the process of you becoming your higher self. Another verse that I wrote down is James 1:2-4. "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Mature and complete, not lacking anything. That sounds like wholeness. That sounds like fulfillment. That sounds like character building. But it says, I want to point out where it says not lacking anything. Let's talk about lack, bro. I also had a revelation earlier that, you want to come out here? All right, come on. My little sisters want to be in the YouTube video. But I don't know if they can come out here. But the enemy, right? The enemy is lack. You know what I'm saying? He is the person of lack. I feel like God, well, I know, I'm not even gonna say I feel like, I know God is of abundance. The enemy is of lack. You know, if you think about everything that he's done through history for in our personal lives and in the history of humankind, think about Adam and Eve. When he made them, you know what I'm saying, want to eat the apple, he convinced them to eat the apple. Don't knock over the camera. When God wanted to, y'all want to come in the video? Say hi real quick.
Hi.
You can see yourself right there. Y'all, this is my sister Summer. Tell them how old you are.
I'm 7 and I'm in 5th grade.
And how old are you?
5.
What's your name? What's your name? Look at the camera.
Sienna.
Sienna what? No, don't say your whole name. Just say Sienna.
My name is.
Don't say your whole name. Just say
My
Summer.
name is Summer.
Okay. Is there anything you want to tell your future self? When you're like 15, what would you want to tell your 15-year-old self if she was watching this?
17.
Okay, 17.
7.
Okay, 10 years from now. What would you tell your 17-year-old self about life right now? Dip down, they can't see you.
I don't know.
Think of something. You'll never get this moment back.
I love being a kid, I guess.
Okay. Ow, you stepped on my toe.
Sorry.
Okay, what you want to say? What you want to say to your 15-year-old self since you're 5?
15.
What do you want to say to them? Like, what would you want to tell your older self?
My older self, that I miss being a child.
That you miss being a child? Yeah, you're going to eat those words, buddy. I'm telling you, I'll eat those words. Alright, but, okay, can y'all go inside real quick? I'm gonna come back inside when I'm done filming this, okay?
Okay.
Alright, love y'all.
Love too.
Okay, so, and make sure y'all close it so flies don't get in. Alright, so, the enemy, bro, he tries to make you think that you lack something so that you know what I'm saying, you act out of character or you act from that perception of lack and you lose it all. Think about, greed. Anybody who's greedy, bro, just think about all the sins. Think about Adam and Eve, how they ate the apple because they thought about what they lacked. They had all these different trees, but they thought about the one tree that they couldn't touch, the one that they lacked, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And then they ate from that because, you know what I'm saying, the enemy convinced them that they lacked it, and then, they did that and it messed up mankind. He acts from lack, bro. But God acts from abundance. He wants us to be whole. He wants us to understand that we have everything that we need and he will provide everything that we need. So once you understand that that's a promise, no matter what season you're in, you have to trust that promise. No matter if you're in the season of I feel like I don't have the people around me that I want or who are aligned with me. I don't feel like I have I'm not in the circumstance that I want to be in. You have everything that you need, even in the losing season. You feel what I'm saying? I hope y'all understand where I'm going with this. Huh? That's good message? Good message. She listened to me. But, you know what I'm saying? Sorry for getting distracted, y'all, but he wants you to think that. But in reality, you have everything that you need. And what's even better is you have everything that you need to become your higher self, even when you feel as if you're lacking. I feel like I already reiterated that point, but I just want y'all to know that. So I said all that to say, when you go through that process, right? To bring it full circle. When you go through the process, hold on. When you go through the process, once you get out of the lacking season, right? It's not even lacking, but you know what I'm trying to say, the season of not being in alignment, blah, 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 blah. And you get to the season of abundance, you will be so much more grateful than you would have been if you were just placed in the season of abundance. So grateful, so much so that the character that you have will, you know what I'm saying, produce the fulfillment. It'll how do I say this? You'll seize every opportunity. You won't let an opportunity pass because you know what it feels like to lack it. You know what it feels like to be missed out on. You know what it feels like to, you know what I'm saying, not or feel out of alignment, feel like you don't have the people around you that you want to have around you, feel like you're not connected. But so then once you feel connected, you'll seize every opportunity to impact other people, like my little sisters right here. The stuff that I'm doing right now, they watching me, bro. They're physically, gang. I don't know if y'all can see them, they're physically watching. So everything that you do, there's people that are watching you, bro. That's another thing you have to remember, and I'll try to make that my last point, because I could really talk on this channel for hours. But even you have to be careful how you act in your season of lack. You have to be careful how you act in your season of lack, because there's eyes on you at all times. You feel me? There's eyes on you at all times, and especially if you want to represent the light, if you want to represent Christ and walk how he walked and become more like him, you definitely have to, because now you have his name attached to what you're doing. So depending on how you react, you're either blessing or cursing his name in the light of other people. You're not changing his status, you know what I'm saying, at all, because he's still going to be the King of Kings. He's going to be who he is, the Lord of Lords. But how people perceive him, the impact that you're having on other people, the chances of them coming to him and joining in on that light will decrease if you act out of, you know what I'm saying, if you act like you're lacking something. So basically, everything depends on your trust in God, that he has and will give you everything that you need, no matter what the season is, right? So once you trust in that, the impact, the influence. You went fishing?
No.
I'm gonna wrap this video up because there's too many people coming in, but you know what I'm saying? Everything will come. Everything stems from your trust that God will provide and has everything that you need. You feel me? No matter what season you're in. And yeah, I'll just leave y'all with that, man. I really wanted to come on here and get y'all that. A lot is going on, but I love y'all. We out of nature again. My camera, I don't know why it look a little dirty. You want to say one more thing?
Thank you for letting me be in the video.
Of course, did. But I'm gonna go tend to them. We finna go eat. I think y'all already ate. All right, I'm finna go eat. They already ate without me. They don't care about me for real.
I do care about you.
You care about me?
You got something to care. Better.
Thank you. All right, well, I love y'all, but God loves you infinitely more, and I'll see y'all soon.